Good morning and welcome to the Daily Weather Operations Brief. This morning, seeing partly cloudy skies and light winds gusting into the mid to upper teens, with temperatures already having climbed into the mid 60s for the day this morning. And as we continue to see that southwesterly or shifting southwesterly later in the day breeze, we'll continue to see that warm air from further down the shore continue to advect into the area and likely see our highs for the day push into the upper 70s. Now, as we move through the day today, we do look to remain dry. That is until later in the evening, in which we do have some rain and thunderstorm chances that present themselves. For that reason, we are right on the edge of a marginal risk areas highlighted above and put out by the Storm Prediction Center. But if we take a look at the surface analysis chart here, we can kind of see how things come together as we move through the day today. And currently we do continue to see high pressure holding offshore, creating that deep southwesterly flow across the region. Again, keeping those temperatures quite mild for early April, early this morning, with much of the region in the mid 60s to 70s. And we'll continue to see through the day today that upper level ridge that has been building in continue to do such. And at the surface, we do see here a stationary boundary, which can be seen extending from the northern mid-Atlantic all the way to the Intermountain West. And that boundary is expected to be the driver of the weather later this evening, as we anticipate that boundary to begin shifting slightly southwards come this afternoon and into the evening, in which that boundary likely initiates some scattered showers and even thunderstorms, especially for areas to the north and to our west. And as a result, some locally heavy rainfall does look to be possible. We see some guidance even suggesting over 1.5 inches of rain in local areas surrounding the Wallops area, And for the timing of that boundary pushing into the locality, it does look to be on its closest approach around midnight, maybe in the minutes preceding such, but that precipitation does look possible and does look to hang around into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Again, definitely seeing the possibility of a isolated thunderstorm moving through with that initial push or with that line of storms as it moves through. As for our current weather observations here on base, we do see scattered cloud cover in the form of upper level clouds, 25,000 feet or more with unrestricted visibility. Winds are currently out of the southwest at 12 knots, gusting to 19. And our temperature currently sits at 67 degrees with a relative humidity of 70%. And moving on to the satellite imagery from this morning and the most recent scan that we have, as that daylight filter comes across, we can start to see that upper level cloud cover. That's going to continue to be the case throughout the day today, as we do see some lower level clouds around 5,000 to 7,000 feet building in the afternoon. And then as that boundary approaches, we'll start to see more overcast conditions building in. And to further support that, we can see that boundary moving through. That's around midnight right there, and then lingering to 5 or 6 in the morning. Might even linger with some light scattered showers even further past that time frame, but in general seeing most of the activity in the early overnight hours of tomorrow. And then for the day today, do look to remain largely dry, with much of the activity associated with that front off to the west. Looking at the 24-hour forecast for the day ahead, seeing scattered cloud cover for a majority of the working day today. Then we'll see that those overcast conditions build in, along with those rain chances and those chances of seeing some thunder and lightning move into the area, persist into the early morning hours of tomorrow, and then we might see some lingering showers on the back end with continued overcast skies, at least till 8 in the morning tomorrow. At the front end of the day today, we should be seeing our gustiest conditions, potentially reaching wind advisory levels, although they should remain just below that threshold for the day today, and then we'll see a gradual tapering off as far as the gusts go as we move into those overnight hours. And we do remain green for a remainder of our risk factors, aside from the chance of seeing some low-level cloud cover come tomorrow morning, and our highs for the day climbing upwards of the upper 70s, might even break into the 80s later this afternoon. And for the short term, for the next 2 days here, looking at partly to mostly cloudy conditions and a very slight chance of those lingering showers tomorrow morning, a high of 70 expected tomorrow afternoon. And for Thursday night, partly to mostly cloudy and a low of 53, might see some low-level cloud cover in the area or patchy fog. And then on Friday, partly cloudy and a high of 71 with greens across the board. That is going to conclude the daily weather operations brief, and we'll be back to at 10, with the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a great day today.